Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Gavin, Griffin, Josiah, and Sammy about season 2 of Raising Dion, which recently dropped on Netflix worldwide. Welcome to the show. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah, it's an honor. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Cool.
Oh, it's so exciting. Josiah, has it hit you that season 2 is finally out? Like, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. the way I think of it is, now that it's actually being out, it's like there's less spoilers that you have to worry about. Like an interview like this, you don't have to worry about giving away too much spoilers because now it's already out.
Yeah, it's very difficult for a lot of the interviewers too, because they have maybe seen the episodes before they've come out, basically, because they do reviews and everything, and you do the interviews and you're not sure like what you could say or what you can't say. It's very tough. Also, you all did an Instagram live. I'm sure those are tough sometimes too, right? Because you don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun though.
No, absolutely. So let's get right into it. You all do such an amazing job with your character. So I obviously have specific questions about your character. So we'll start with Griffin. I mean, again, we're hoping a lot of the people that watch this interview have watched, at least season 1, so they know what's going on.
Quick spoiler warning.
I mean, your character, what's that like, just simply being able to, you're in a world of superheroes, but your character is kind of the antagonist, the supervillain. Like, what's that like, kind of diving into that role, Griffin?
Well, I think it's cool because he's, it's not just like your supervillain who's mysterious and then, poof, he attacks and he's completely evil. It's really, while he is listening to the crooked energy and trying to take Dion out from the inside, he's also kind of also just wanting to be friends with Dion. And I think it's really interesting because he isn't, I'm just going to say this right now. It was so fun to play Braden. I mean, just the way he's written and all that was so fun to do. But I really think the complexity that they added with, making him not completely evil and that he's kind of been controlled for the past 2 years. Yeah. I know the mind controller's been controlled. I think it's really cool.
No, absolutely. And you do a great job. Now, Sammy Esperanza, she's just like a very kind person. She's always there for Dion. I'm sure it's a very fun role to play. What's your favorite thing about that character, about Esperanza? What's your favorite thing about playing Esperanza, Sammy?
Well, my favorite thing about playing Esperanza is that me, Dion, and Jonathan formed the TOJ. Yep. And that was pretty awesome.
You have this squad basically that we see.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. You bond over science, right, Gavin?
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. And Gavin, Jonathan, we've seen a lot of growth with Jonathan. It's an awesome arc.
Yeah.
What's that like, kind of seeing that arc? And did you notice that growth like when you're reading the scripts, or does it kind of just happen a little bit?
Yeah, it's really interesting, fun. It's what they call a character arc, and you know what? It's good to experience both sides, but I absolutely like the second one because that's really what the crowd likes better. But it's fun. I mean, I get to experience being a little bit mean in the beginning, and it's honestly kind of fun to slowly grow and switch to the better character. Mm-hmm. So I like every episode. I get a little bit nicer, and I'm really glad to be a part of the TOJ and just being a part of the rest of the cast.
That's the squad. That's awesome. Josiah, you get to work with some amazing people on this show, right? People that are on this interview with us right now. You also get to work with Rome Flynn and Jason Ritter, who are two incredible actors. You have specific scenes with both of them in season 1 and in season 2 with Rome. What's that like, kind of working with them? Did you see it a little bit as like a learning experience? Like, what was that whole experience like for you working with specifically Jason and Rome?
Well, working with those two people was actually very fun. They're my best friends. To be honest, we actually still talk to this day. Me, Jason, and Rome, we're actually one of my best friends. That was some of my best friends out of the many I met on set. And they taught me they gave me some good advice sometimes. And I hold on to that.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's great. are you're all doing, this is a question for everyone, you know what I mean? But like you all are doing like Instagram lives, you're seeing all the fan reaction. I mean, it's from all around the world. Like it's pretty amazing, right? Because it's available in 190 countries on Netflix with Raising Dion. Isn't it cool to see the global reception? It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's what I love about Instagram Live. I can just comment live.
Yeah, like I'll get like comments and it's like, hello from Brazil, hello from the Netherlands. I'm like, wow, so many people have seen this.
Yeah, Sammy?
I mean,
sorry, Griffin, go ahead. Yeah.
It's one thing to entertain people in acting and, in a show, but like the candid part of a live stream is just really, something that, you just can't, capture in other forms of entertainment, because you're really getting to interact with people who, know who you are, sometimes even better than you do. And, it's really cool. And it's something really special about live streams and, and it's a great way to stay in touch with the actors.
Absolutely. And Sammy, do you agree with that a little bit? You were going to say something?
Yeah. The fact that Raising Dion was #1 in the world is amazing.
It's so awesome. It is. It's amazing. It's such a fun show. I mean, you have to know something. When I grew up, comic book culture, like superhero culture, wasn't as popular as it is now. Like you were kind of seen as the outcast a little bit if you were wearing like a superhero shirt. You know what I mean? Now you're the coolest kid in school, basically.
Yeah. So like it's like you have so one moment you would be like, oh wow, a new comic book came out. Let me see if I can go get this. Nowadays they got movies, they got shows, they literally have the whole package. Honestly, I think that it's better that we have it today, because now you can actually watch it anywhere. Like it's not like certain places really. Now you can actually watch it at any time, anywhere. That's why we have streaming services such as Netflix.
Absolutely. No, it's amazing. Does anyone want to add that quickly before I go to the next question? Because it's amazing. Like the superhero culture. I mean, we could talk about that forever, right?
You can also watch on your phone. Like you can take it anywhere. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it on your TV. If you want, you can watch on your computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you said it. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's great that you can just turn on the TV instead of go buy it somewhere.
So I did have to ask too. I'm really curious. And again, spoiler alert for people. Like, you got a spoiler. I'm sorry. We got to put the alert where we're talking about something. Well, and I'm curious. Well, Sammy, I wanted to know with you as well. When was it in the script when you read in the beginning that Jason was the crooked man? Like, did you all know he was the crooked man when you were going to work on season 1? Or did they keep it as a surprise?
Well, actually, as I was filming the story, I didn't really read the rest of the script. I just read mostly my lines. So when I had to do a scene against him, I'm like, okay. So the first time I found out, at the Netflix party, we were at a Netflix party. I'm eating, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't believe you ended up being the crooked man." I dropped my fork on the plate. I'm like,
so it got spoiled.
And Jason's looking at me like, I can explain. I'm like, you sure betrayed me.
It's interesting to see just the complexity of the characters. Griffin, on the Instagram live, someone asked you about like your character Brayden and everything, and you talked about like the complexity of it. And I feel like even like Jonathan's storyline, Gavin, in season 2 gets a little bit more complex. Like he's still part of the squad and everything, but I feel like the characters got a lot more complex in season 2. Does everyone agree with me there?
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yes, I actually do.
And Sammy, it's cool that happens, right? Because we can get to know more about Esperanza and other characters as well, Sammy.
Yeah, it's really awesome. I actually got some more screen time on season 2, so that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, absolutely. Okay, so lay it on me. There had to be some pranks on set or some goofy things that happened. If you say no, then I don't think you're being truthful, to be honest with you.
Well, I would like to start this one. Okay. So there was this. I'm pretty sure everyone knows the moment I'm going to take up. So in, I think, episode 202, when we were they were like saying when the TOJ was coming up to me and they were like, oh, I know it's hard to make friends when you're the new kid and, blah, 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 yada, yada. And in one of the scenes when we were filming, and it was close up on Jonathan, so it was even more perfect, is that, so I was like, it's better if he shows me around. And he stared into my eyes, and someone's phone started ringing, and he was like, hello? Best moment in the entire time of filming. I mean, it wasn't a prank, but it was perfect. Like,
it was a good blooper.
It was hard. Yeah, it was really hard to, that scene itself was so hard because you have 3 kids. And I don't know, they're like, oh yeah, we can probably get this done in like an hour or 2. 5 hours later.
Yeah.
Esperanza, I just called you Esperanza. Sammy, you're next. Do you have one?
So, we snuck into the Biona Science Lab, and there were all these medical equipments, right?
Yeah.
And we were running around and pretending to do surgery on each other.
Whoa. Was this like
my God.
Was this like a late night on set, or was it like early?
Late night.
Okay. That's what I thought.
You weren't actually using like surgical tools on each other, right?
No, we were.
Not really.
Actually, he had
I think
some,
I
and he
need to
took
go.
them off the table. I have a good one though.
Go ahead, Gavin.
So we were all singing we were like standing on stage with Kwame, and he was giving a big speech, and like right when everything got quiet, out of nowhere, Josiah just goes, it was so funny out of nowhere.
You just talked about that on the Instagram live too, didn't you?
Yeah. It was so funny.
Josiah, any moments?
I got one.
Yeah, go for it.
So, me and my mom, we were talking to Rome earlier, and then we were just talking, and then we go back to my trailer, and then we're talking and stuff like, man, I can't wait till I'm older, and then I don't gotta listen to you. And she's like, well, and I'm gonna be like Rome, and that way he don't gotta listen to his mom. He should be cool and stuff. And then my mom's like, Rome got a mom, and I'm just like, I look at her. I don't know why in this moment I wasn't thinking. I'm like, Rome got a mom? I'm like, what? I just thought like in the moment I didn't even think of it. Of course, I'm like, wait, he's got a mom? I'm like, I was so confused for no reason. I just said that.
Been there. I'd like to add one thing. This is kind of for all of us.
Yeah.
We all had nicknames. Like one point, the director Darren, who was directing episodes 201 and 202, he called me. There was another kid named Garrett, and he called me Garrett. And now whenever I came on set, that I was called Garrett by these 3 people. And then Gavin, who were you?
You were Spooky Garrett. Gavin Technique.
Wait, let them say their names. Gavin, who were you?
I was apparently Gavin Techniques.
Yes, you were. Sammy, who were you?
Blommy.
And then Josiah.
I was Jassy.
And were those your nicknames for like the whole days on set, basically?
Yes, they were.
Like nonstop.
Yes.
Before we wrap up, we're having a good time. I am known to tell a lot of dad jokes on my show. Are you all a fan of dad jokes? I'm sure you could all appreciate a good dad joke.
My dad is.
I wouldn't say fan, but I do like reading
Griffin,
them.
you're a fan of dad jokes.
Okay, fine.
Why?
It's out there, okay?
Once.
Okay, just one dad joke, and then we'll wrap up. Why shouldn't you trust stairs?
Why?
They're always up to something.
I'm afraid I have to go.
Up to something. I don't get. Oh, because they always go up. I got a joke.
Go for it.
All right, so you're getting out of your car and going to the mall. You walk inside, and there's a line of people just waiting to punch you in the face. That's the punchline.
Oh my goodness.
I got one.
Can I
That
use
was even
that?
worse than his.
I got one. This one is absolutely terrible. So, what did the phone say to the human?
What?
Nothing. Phones can't talk.
I think we're gonna.
Getting worse. They just keep getting worse.
Gavin, I think we have to wrap up the interview right now. I think this is it. Well, I wanted to thank all of you for coming on the show to chat about
this was fun.
Raising Dion. Thank you all so much for your time. This was awesome.
This was really fun.
So can we quickly, plug away for socials where people could follow you? Sammi, they can follow you. There's an Instagram account, right?
Yeah, it's called sammy.haney.com.
Yep. Josiah, where can people follow you on Instagram?
Mine is Josiah Young Official on Instagram.
Okay. And Gavin, what about you?
Mine is Gavin W. Munn.
And Griffin?
On Instagram.
I am Griffin Robert Faulkner on Instagram, and my YouTube is attached there. So.
Are you sure it's not at Griffin Loves Dad Jokes?
I'm sure.
Okay. Just
trust me, I'm sure.
Checking. Well, this has been Popternative. YouTube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. Season 2 of Raising Dion is streaming now worldwide on Netflix, so you got to go check that out. Until next time, this is Gavin, Griffin, Josiah, Sammi, and Petey Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.